back to my weekly recap, you guys. This week we talked about responsibilities, listening, knowing your worth, and rumors. So let's get into it. I would do it to the best of my part because at the end of the day, that's all a person wants for you to do. Is to give it your all, give it your best, because that's all you can do is be yourself, give your all. Don't be that person that wants to go overboard, but then you do overboard, but then look half-ass done. Don't be that person. Be the person who's going to actually give their all, who's going to actually be there and benefit from it, and continuously to grow from whatever you done did. Don't be that person that's just sitting around like, okay, I'm going to give my all, but I know my all ain't that. You didn't hear what the other person wanted to say. Or maybe they were just rah-rah-rah with each other. They didn't hear that the other person said something that hurt their feelings, or that this person was upset because of this reason. So it sometimes takes one person in the group just to sit back and listen to the conversation, so that when they do stop arguing, you can break them apart and just be like, listen, so-and-so feels this way and you didn't hear that because you took a defense mode instead of an approach where you're listening, you're understanding, and showing some type of compassion to whatever they feel. So it's okay to sit back and be that friend that's going to listen, that friend who's going to be like, okay, so let me tell you what's wrong. Let me tell you why you hurt my feelings. And that also deals with communication. If you can't communicate with a person, what are you doing? Energy that you put out. If you put out energy that you have high self-class, you love yourself, your self-worth is high, people are going to treat you like that. People only pick toxic people like that. Pick it and construe people who have low self-esteem because they don't know their worth yet. And when you finally learn your worth, they think that you are disrespectful and that you are just somebody that they don't know because they met you at a point where you didn't know your worth. And now that you have learned it and you have found out what you're worth and what you're not going to tolerate and how much you can take, either they're going to walk away or they're going to try to make it seem like you did everything wrong. They're going to make it be to the point where they're the victim. Or maybe the rumor was true, but you ain't never confirmed it. I mean, if it's not confirmed, it's just a rumor. Remember that. Anybody can spill a lie about you. Or they could try to out your truth. But it's always going to be a rumor if you don't never confirm it. That's what y'all got to do, be smarter. A lot of people, when they hear rumors about themselves, they want to jump and be like, and get into a defensive mode. Why? That just makes you look even more guilty than you probably are. Like, if you hear a rumor about yourself, just be like, oh, wow, I did that? Dang, that was something I didn't know I did. Play dumb, like, play it off. And, like, I've seen a lot of rumors happen back in high school. And I'm like, and a lot of them get into defense mode about it. And I'm just like, okay, when you know a person has responsibilities, you should really do them to the best of your abilities, like I said. Because at the end of the day, they want to see if you're responsible enough to get the job done. And they want to see if you're able to manage the tasks that come with it. But if you're not, at least try your best and do not give up on it just because it got hard. Because that makes you look like a person who can't be trusted. You can't and you will not do what you are supposed to do. And I would rather a person try their best and be responsible about it. Like, if you can't do it, find somebody who can do it, but keep yourself on task. Keep the people around you on task. Like, to be responsible, you have to be able to step up into that position and be like, okay, we're going to do this. We're not going to do it your way. We're going to do it the right way, and we're going to make this happen to the best of our abilities so that we can be done with this. Okay, and when it comes to listening, if you can't listen, you're going to miss out on something. I promise you now. And a lot of people fail to realize that is that when somebody's trying to tell you something and they're really trying to get you to understand what they're going through, and you tend to overtalk them and don't listen and don't acknowledge what they're saying, that's going to make them mad. That's going to make you lose a friend because at the end of the day, you can't listen to what I'm going through. Then what is your purpose for being in this friendship? What's your purpose for being in my life if you can't listen to me and just acknowledge, okay, you're going through something. Let me help you try to find a better solution so you can get through this. Or let me listen to you because maybe you're telling me something important. Maybe it's you need to be listening to your teacher while she's trying to give you instructions for this test. But you didn't listen, so you missed out on something. Or maybe you missed out on, your friend just told you that they're feeling, let's say, suicidal. They feel like they're not being heard and they don't want to be here no more. And you tend to overlook it and not really pay it much attention. So then they end up doing something that they know they shouldn't have done. And they end up taking their lives, or they end up just feeling like they don't belong. That's because you didn't listen to them when they tried to vent to you and tell you. And parents sometimes don't listen, just like people. Well, just like kids. Knowing your worth, you need to know your worth. You can't date somebody, you can't be friends with people if you don't know your self-worth. If you don't know who you are and what you stand for and what is something that you value in your life, then people are going to walk all over you. I promise you now, they're going to walk all over you. And at any chance they get, they will continuously walk all over you because you allowed it. You didn't know your self-worth. And when you don't know your worth, you let people treat you all type of ways that you know that you're not meant to be treated. So at the end of the day, before you can date somebody, before you can get into a friendship with somebody, know who you are, know what's your worth, know what's going to make you happy, what's going to benefit you. Because if you don't, you're going to let people just walk all over you. And you're just going to be the doormat that people keep stepping over and over. And rumors, let's talk about these rumors. Like, we all have had rumors about us. It could be a good rumor, it could be a bad rumor. And 9 times out of 10, it's a bad rumor started by some hater that you know. And sometimes those haters can be your closest friends. And people who you have alliances with, and we all have had those rumors. I had rumors about me. I've also heard rumors about my friends. Well, I didn't hear rumors about me in high school. I heard rumors in middle school because of a freckle-faced person, but he didn't get much attention. But people like to make petty rumors, and sometimes it can break those who are not strong. And if you're not strong-minded, if you're not able to be like, yeah, okay, you made that rumor, so what? I'm over it. I don't care. I know it's not true, so I'm not gonna put as much energy into it as I could because I know the truth. I know who I am. I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. I know what I said. I know what I didn't say. And if you know that, then nobody can defeat you with a rumor. Thanks for checking out my weekly recap today. Make sure you guys check out a brand new episode when it airs next week.